here's the moment you've all been waiting for. I think we've been waiting a whole year for this, haven't we? I want to introduce to you the goddess of epiglottis, because I love her yodeling. The goddess of epiglottis, Alice Wallace and her band. Come on up, folks. Welcome to Campus Jax again.
Let me get plugged in here. Okay, Golden, I'm not plugged in yet. Can you mute the guitar? Thank you. Okay, now we're ready. How's everybody doing out there? Well, it is so nice to be back. My favorite venue. This feels, you know, I play a lot of shows in California. This feels like the hometown show. This is the place where I feel like I've come home. To all the folks who have cheered me on from the beginning. And I'm just going to start off the set with my song that I wrote when I moved to Nashville as kind of a love song to California and also to my new life in Nashville. And those little creatures that got me through the pandemic, the fireflies. Something in the way the air hangs heavy, wraps you in a blanket every time you step outside. The same mosquitoes like you if you're sweet, so I pretend that I'm not sweet, still they eat me alive. And it's so green here in Tennessee on a nearly summer night in early June. California, I think of you all the time, but I don't know that I'll be back anytime soon, because it feels like home now when the fireflies come out. The nights are warmer than you'd think, but as the sun begins to sink, you hear the evening melody. And then 1,000 little stars leap and dance in the backyard to a cicada symphony. And it's so green here in Tennessee, and my birthday's getting close in late July. California, I think of you all the time, and you know that it was hard to say goodbye, but it feels like home now when the fireflies come out. I think I'll stay a while, at least long enough to catch some of this lightning in a bottle, see if I can make it last. Oh, but it's so green here in Tennessee. Even when the summer nights start turning cold, California, I think of you all the time, and I'll come back now and then to say hello. But it feels like home now when the fireflies come out. So I felt like I had to do that one quick before I said much, because the problem is I just moved to Chicago and I don't live in Nashville anymore. I know. I moved like a week before I left on this tour. My parents moved up there a few years ago to be closer to my brother and his family. My little niece is up there who looks just like me. And, so I've been spending more and more time up there. And then I met a boy there. So who knows, guys? There might be a love song in my future, which that is not a thing that I do often. I'm real good at the heartbreak songs. I've been telling him, I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to write about now. We might have to break up a couple times just in case I'm just dry on the songwriting. But I'm very excited for a new chapter in a big city. I'm looking for all the Chicago recommendations. It's a really cool city, and I just spent the whole winter up there. Don't worry, I know what I'm in for. That's the first thing everybody tells me, like, do you realize how cold it is there? I do. You just live in a coat for 6 months. It's fine. So, or you leave and you go on tour to warmer places. Yes, I know. I should come here in the winter more often. That might happen. Yes, we might have to make that a regular thing. But I am very excited, but I am also so excited to be back in California. It is just, I don't know. It's just, there's a thing here that you just can't get anywhere else. And so I thought for the second song, we would do an ode to California, a song that I wrote with my friend Andrew Delaney. Unfortunately, about one of the less pleasant aspects of California, but still very California, those Santa Ana winds. And I feel like every time I sing this, I think, okay, maybe this year the wildfire season will be a little kinder. So we will send a prayer up with this song as we sing it about those crazy winds and the destruction they can bring. It's called the Santa Ana Winds. Out on the horizon, there's a wicked orange glow, while a neighbor sprays her rooftop with a garden hose. You heard they couldn't save the horses, so they had to let them go, while the Santa Ana winds just blow. Newsman, he keeps talking like he thinks that you don't know, and the shelters, they're all stocked up with prayers and with hopes. Let's get out now and on your way with whatever you can hold, while the Santa Ana winds just blow. helicopters leaving, turning eddies in the smoke. It's hot and fake and black, and it's hanging in your throat. The flames that make your neighborhood eat you out of house and home, while the Santa and winds just blow. Perfect timing that as I sang the line about smoke being caught in your throat, I like inhaled something. So perfect. And for any of you who haven't heard that song, I wrote it with my friend Andrew Delaney, but I think pretty much everyone in here has. But I always like pointing out our reference to Saint Barbara in that song. Because the fire we were writing about was the Thomas Fire that was in like Santa Barbara and Ventura about 8 or 9 years ago now. And as he and I were writing the song, he said, I wonder who Saint Barbara was, since we were writing a lot about Santa Barbara and watching the news. And so we Googled it, and among other things, Saint Barbara was the patron saint of firefighters. So we had to put Saint Barbara in our song. Light a candle to Saint Barbara and watch it burn. If you're not familiar with Andrew Delaney, look him up. Fantastic songwriter. So, okay. Gonna go back to Nashville for some songs, because I did put out my first Nashville record a little while ago. It's been almost 2 years. I can't believe it. But this song is the first track on my Nashville record. And it's a song that didn't exist when I booked the studio time to record the record. But I had so much anxiety about going into the studio, I wrote this song. And it turned out to be my favorite song on the record. And it's about a feeling that I struggle with often, that maybe some of you can relate to. You know, sometimes you wake up in the morning and you think, one day, everyone's going to discover that I have no idea what I'm doing. And I was struggling with that feeling leading up to going into the studio in Nashville. My first time recording with like Nashville session players who have all played with, you know, they're in Kenny Chesney's band, or they've played with Dolly Parton or Taylor Swift or Martina McBride. And, you know, and we were going into the studio for 2 days to record this record, having never met each other, and they had never heard my songs before. And they like to do it that way. They want the like freshness of hearing a song for the first time in the studio, and as a band, like creating magic with it. And I just had to keep telling myself it was going to be magic and not a train wreck. And it did turn out pretty darn magical. So here's this song, which is the first track on that record. This is called Imposter. Someday someone's gonna find out my biggest secret. I know they will. It's just a matter of time. You can look right at me and never even see it, 'cause I've perfected the art of seeming fine, even when I'm not. Someday someone's gonna figure out what I've been hiding. I know they will, 'cause I can't keep a straight face, and still no one will ever say I wasn't trying. I've worked damn hard for this epic fall from grace, just like I was taught. And so what if they do? So what if all of my worst fears come true? Sure, the sky might fall and the truth might turn to doubt, but it's time. Someone found me out. Someday someone's gonna realize I'm an imposter. I know they will. It's just a question of when they'll shake their heads and say, well, this is gonna cost her. They won't understand why I risked it all just to pretend that I was someone else. And someday someone's gonna find out that I've been faking. I know they will, 'cause I can't keep this up, and I'm the one whose heart I have been breaking. Who'd have thought that I was worthy of love? And so what if they do? So what if all of my worst fears come true? Sure, the sky might fall and the truth might turn to doubt, but it's time. Someone found me out. Any other imposters here with us tonight? You're all lying. Yes, so I love singing that song. I do feel like I get quite a response from folks who struggle with a similar feeling, you know, that just we are our own worst enemies, and we just gotta, write a song every once in a while about it. It's still there, but it's a little less, a little less. So that's the first song on my record, and then this next one is the second song, which is probably, these are kind of tied for first place in my favorite song on the album category. And this song I wrote with a good friend of mine in Nashville by the name of Melody Walker. Tom knows. Melody is fantastic. She actually used to live here on the West Coast. We figured out, we did a show at the Bluebird Cafe last summer. And she was like, my phone just told me that our first show together was 16 years ago. We met at a show at a venue called Lestat's in San Diego, if anybody remembers Lestat's. And I still remember the first time she opened her mouth to sing, and I was just like, can we be friends? You are amazing. And so we finally got together to write a song together while we were in Nashville, because that's what you do in Nashville. Everybody writes songs together constantly. And So melody can also yodel. And I've told this story before, but I gotta, tell it again because, when you get two yodelers in a room, you're like, how do we write a song that doesn't have yodeling? It's gotta have some yodeling, right? And I will say Melody got a little more famous last year. She won a Grammy for co-writing the song American Dreamin' with Sierra Farrell. Yeah. So I say that mostly to say that when you want to put some yodeling in a song, you got to be careful. You put too much yodeling in, definitely not going to win a Grammy. And you always hope your songs are going to win a Grammy, right? So we're like, how do we just like sneak a little bit of yodeling in there? They'll hardly even notice. They'll just be like, why is this song so great? And we will know the secret ingredient is the yodeling. So I'm still hoping for a Grammy for this one. It's called Bonfire. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just a spark to make you see your way to me, drifting hopeless in the dark, lost at sea, endlessly as the song burns down my cheeks. I'll be up on fire, you. I'll be up on fire, the sun sinks down beneath the sand. Watched you slip through my hands. Golden embers smolder on while the waves welcome the dawn. Wondering if you're really gone. I'll be up on fire, I'll be up on fire, where were you sailing? Don't you know I'm still waiting here on the shore? I'll be up on fire, Oh man, how about this band up here? Another reason I love coming back to California is I get to play with this fabulous band, like Austin Callender over here on the bass, who I have known since before he was legally able to drink. And now he's just living it up here. I know our first tour, I think, were you 19 or 20? 20, okay. I was like, don't get us kicked out of our own gigs by drinking. And he didn't, so he's still in the band. We have Ian Nakazawa back here on the drums for... I think this is only our second tour, right? Last year was the first time. He's great, so he's back. Let's do it. And the great David Mills, who has now switched over to pedal steel, my favorite instrument of all time, who drives to all of our gigs all the way from Lake Elsinore, so he gets extra points. We rehearsed in Studio City, and he spent 7 hours on the road that day. So I'm gonna sing a song that I think I sang last year. Oh yeah, I know I did. We had a very yodeling heavy show last year, and included this song, which is a co-write with my very exciting new co-writer in Nashville by the name of Ranger Doug from the band Riders in the Sky. And we met shortly after I moved to Nashville. Everybody told me, they're like, you got to meet Ranger Doug because he's a yodeler. So I just stalked him after a show one time. And I was like, hey, I'm a yodeler. And he actually wanted to write songs. He didn't go, okay, security. So we've been writing some songs together, and our plan is to go into the studio later this summer and record a very yodeling heavy EP together, which I'm so excited about. And I will say, if you're not familiar with Riders in the Sky, usually what I tell people is that you've probably seen the movie Toy Story 2, and they wrote and sang a lot of the soundtrack to Toy Story 2, like the Woody's Roundup theme song. And Ranger Doug himself wrote Jessie the Yodelin' Cowgirl. We sang it last year here because he's told me many times, he's like, if I had known you back then, you would have been Jessie the Yodelin' Cowgirl. Right? I need a time machine, guys. So here's the first song Ranger Doug and I wrote together, and it's still one of my favorites. It's called As Long as There's Lonesome. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out with the old, in with the new. Well, that's what they say, but it's not always true. I can't leave behind all the wisdom we've learned through the love and loss and the songs that we've heard. As long as there's heartache, as long as there's pain, songs bring the sunshine that follows the rain. As long as there's lonesome, as long as there's blue, there will always be room for an old cowboy tune. rolling old cowboy tune. And we got a table full of cowboys right in front, so you know, that's for you guys. Yes, it's such an honor to get to write songs with him, so stay tuned for news on the Ranger Doug Alice Wallace duo EP that I'm very excited about. I will probably be raising money for it, FYI. Because recording is expensive, and so is gas. But to follow that up, since that song is, you know, it's a yodeling song, but a very slight yodeling song, so let's do a proper yodel. My voice is nice and warmed up. Let's do a nice song by one of my favorites, Mr. Don Walser from Texas, the Pavarotti of the Plains. And I'm sure you guys know this by now if you want to yodel along. This is called The Rolling Stone from Texas. I'm a rolling stone from Texas, rolling stone from the plains. I'm a rolling stone from Texas, boys. I long to be back there again. Oh, say, are you from Texas? Well, that's what I'm wanting to know. 'Cause if we're both from Texas, boys, let's bundle up our clothes and go. As long as it's rolling along. But I don't care if I gather any moss if it's in my Texas home. And I've got a little girl waiting, and her name is Patricia Jane. And I'll never be happy till I'm by her side out on those West Texas plains. I always know I'll get a good, yodeling, friendly crowd at Campus Jax. It is still my goal to bring it back in life, and I feel like with Ranger Doug by my side, how can we go wrong? Like, it can't fail. So we're going to play one more song here before a special intermission. My favorite song of all time that I play at basically every show at least in the last 8 years, since 8 years ago in 2018, the women who run my record label, Mule Kick Records, decided to reopen the Palomino Club for one night. You've probably all heard me tell the story, but I'm going to tell it one more time because it's especially appropriate right now. And so about 8 years ago, they discovered that the Palomino Club, which was the home of country music in LA for about 50, 60 years. Anybody go to the Palomino Club when it was open? That's what I like to see. Anybody who was anybody in the country music scene played at the Palomino Club. It was up in North Hollywood on Lankershim. And it closed in the mid-90s among some kind of, sad circumstances, honestly. And but 8 years ago, they discovered the building was still standing, and you could actually rent it as an event space. So they put on this event where they went in, and they put the stage back in the corner, and they tried to, redecorate it just like it was back in the Palomino Club days, hung old show posters. And it was this huge, red carpet press event headlined by artists like Rosie Flores, who won their talent night, I think she said 7 times in a row. Jim Lauderdale, who also got some early start on the Palomino Club stage. James Intfeld, a local legend, if you've seen him. But some of us up-and-comers got to play that night, and I actually got to be introduced as the first artist on the Palomino Club stage in, I guess it was 24 years since it had closed. And but that night I had to sing a song by an artist who had played at the Palomino. And an artist who really made the Palomino Club hers was Linda Ronstadt. And so, did you see her there? Oh my gosh, I wish I had been there. With Hoyt Axton, okay. Amazing. Actually, tomorrow night I'm doing a show with Matt Axton, Hoyt's son. So that night I played my favorite Linda song, which they were skeptical initially because it's a ballad. They're like, you're opening this whole sold-out night at this, reopening and with a ballad. But I held my ground. I was like, this is the best ballad in the history of the world. And they will love it. And we got a standing ovation on our first song, and I've been singing this song at every show since because I just feel like it needs to be heard as often as possible. This is called Long, Long Time. Love will abide, take things in stride. Sounds like good advice, but there's no one at my side. And time washes clean love's wounds unseen. That's what someone told me, but I don't know what it means, 'cause I've done everything I know to try and make you mine. And I think I'm gonna love you for a long, long time. Caught in my fears, blinking back the tears. I can't say you hurt me when you never let me near, and I never drew one response from you. All the while you flirt all over girls you never make you mine. And I think it's gonna hurt me for a long, long time. Wait for the day you'll go away, knowing that you warned me of the price I'd have to pay, and life's full of flaws. Who knows the cause? Living in a memory of a love that never was, 'cause I've done everything I know to try and change your mind, and I think I'm gonna miss you for a long, long time. Yes, I've done everything I know to try and make you mine. Oh, and I think I'm gonna love you for a long, long time. Okay. So we're going to take a little break here because in the last 8 years since they reopened the Palomino Club, Mule Kick Records and Mule Kick Productions have been working on a documentary about the Palomino Club and its just incredible impact on the country music scene, the California country scene. And yours truly has a little tiny cameo in the documentary. So So you guys gonna come on July 19th? I've seen it twice. It's amazing. Oh man. I really wish I had gotten to go to the Palomino. But you know, Campus Jax is rivaling what the Palomino had going on, I think. I love playing here. Christopher Burkhart is just the best and helped me put on these shows every time I come back here. And obviously Jack here at Campus Jax keeping this place going and supporting great music. So I thought I might play you guys a brand new song. I haven't even played for the band yet. So I'm just going to do it all by myself because I also just wrote it last week and I might forget half the words. So, you know, it's better if it's just me up here. Because, you know, it is sad to leave Nashville. And I've had to really wrestle with the idea that leaving Nashville is somehow giving up on something. You know, when I moved to Nashville, I thought I would stay there forever. I was like, how could I ever want anything different than this? And so leaving, I've had to say, you know, and I say it in this song that, you know, it's not about the dream dying. It's about it just changing shape. So here's my song that I just finished last week that still might change. Might change shape a little bit over the time, but it's called It's Not Goodbye. I spent 6 years in a 10-year town, fully sure that I'd burn it down as soon as they heard what I had to say. Well, just keep it up and just keep on, keep reaching and you can't go wrong. You only fail if you walk away. But the road never stops stretching on, and a song can only keep you company for so long. It's not goodbye, it's see you later. You made me cry, but you made me braver. I thought that I'd be here forever, but I think it's time that I find a place where I finally feel safe to unpack my suitcase. Oh, oh. So here and there and home again, what might be and what could have been. Everyone thinks they know how it goes, but there's no right way to chase a dream, especially not when it means you live out of a bag, even at home. Always ready and waiting for your break. And I don't think the dreams ever really die, but sometimes they change shape. It's not goodbye, it's see you later. You made me cry, but you made me braver. I thought that I'd be here forever, and I think it's time that I find a place where I finally feel safe to unpack my suitcase. Oh, and no regrets or feeling bad. I know I gave you all I had. never the time that I could give it, and now it's time that I start living. It's not goodbye, it's see you later. You made me cry, but you made me braver. I thought that I would be here forever, but I think it's time that I find a place where I finally feel safe to unpack my suitcase. Oh, oh, thank you, Tom. Oh, thank you. Yeah, why don't you guys come back up here? Okay, so you like the new song? Oh. Yes.
So, as you know, Alice came from a long way away. So did some of her bandmates. So we try to always pass the fuel tip jar here at the club. So as it comes around, throw a quarter in, help them get down the road. Thank you very much. Back to the show.
Let me tell you, a lot of gas between here and Chicago, guys. So, what's that? There's a train. Oh. But then I'd have to rent a car out here, which would be even worse. But, okay, guys. Well, we got some more songs for you if you got some time. And actually, I wanted to sing this song. This is a brand new cover we're trying tonight. I mean, if we're gonna do brand new stuff, we got to do it at Campus Jax for you guys. So, and I got the idea to do this song. I was supposed to do a cover that was not country at a show last week, and I was trying to think of what to do. And actually, the new boy in Chicago suggested this one. His name's Kyle, by the way. I'm sure you guys will probably meet him at some point. He's probably watching the live stream right now going like, oh my God. I know, and I do call him a boy. And people say, like, you should call him a man. I'm like, no, because I'm a girl. That's why. Like, I'm not going to grow up. And so... It is definitely not derogatory toward him to call him a boy. I'm like, no. Okay, I think we're pretty close now. So, yeah, this song was one of my favorite songs back in the 90s. Wait, I don't need the capo. And Kyle pointed out that the lyrics hit pretty hard right now. So, this is one of my favorite songs that the Cranberries ever did, in which Dolores O'Riordan was one heck of a yodeler. So, we're going to try this for you guys. Our child is slowly taken, and the violence caused such silence. Who are we mistaken? But you see, it's not me, it's not my family. In your head, in So yeah, that song was written about the conflict in Northern Ireland and some children who were killed. But we're going through some hard times here, guys. And I have a song on my new record that I wrote back in 2020 when I woke up to the news of the riots in Minneapolis after George Floyd was killed. And I wasn't sure if I would ever sing this song, honestly. Like, I didn't think my voice was needed in the conversation, but like, I was just overwhelmed and I had to write something. And now I've been singing this song at every single show. It's called We're Better Than This. Today I woke up to find the world on fire, and I was happy to see it burn. 'Cause maybe that's what it takes to ignite and inspire. So hand me a torch, it's my turn. 'Cause this is not who we are, I refuse to believe. But it's right there in front of my face. Do we want to see brighter day? Oh yeah, it's time we acted that way. I can't know the pain there in your heart. I can't know the burden you carry. Heavy and dark of everyone that we bury. And this is not who we are, I refuse to believe. But it's right there in front of my wanna see that brighter day. Oh yeah, it's time we acted that way. Well, now something's gotta give, 'cause we're better than this. This is not who we are. I refuse to believe, but it's right there in front of my face. That way. I want to do one more cover this set by one of my all-time favorite songwriters. Patty Griffin. This is my favorite song she's ever written, and she's written a lot of good ones. And this one, though, it has a metaphor like the world has never seen, I feel like. This song is called Wild Old Dog. God is a wild old dog, someone left out on the highway, and I've seen him running by me. He don't belong to no one now. We dropped him out on 93. Mange was setting in on his hips and on his knees. Between the highways running north and south, we pulled on over and we put him out. Willie said he was old and going blind, and Mama told me how she didn't mind. And when Willie kicked him with his shoe, he just climbed on in, just like he knew. God is a wild old dog, someone left out on the highway, and I've seen him running by me. He don't belong to no one now. Gets turned to dust, gets whittled down to nothing, broken down and crushed in with the bones of wild old dogs, wild old dogs. We dropped him out on 93. Tall grass was waving there just like the sea. He tore off running like we'd set him free, and just disappeared right in front of me. Someone left out on the highway, and I've seen him running by me. He don't belong to no one now. He don't belong to no one now. Brilliant song. So we're going to end on a few happier notes. Because as the Resistance Revival chorus I joined in Nashville, one of their credos says that joy is also an act of resistance. So we must remain joyful in the face of dark times. And this is the title track off my latest record. A song called Here I Am, inspired by an ancient poem called The Song of American. If you look it up, it's just a series of I am statements. I am the stag of the seven tines. I am the wind that sweeps off the water. Some people say it must be God speaking, I am. And other people say, well, actually, given that it was written in like 1500 BC, it actually might be about our connection to nature and how we are so inseparable from all these things. So there's a little bit of all of that in this next song. A little twinkly, or you want me to just go? Is there a guitar? Here we go. The wind as it whips off the ocean, the waves as they crash to the shore, the moon ever waxing and waning. Can anyone tell me what for? Like the 7-point buck taunts the hunter, and the hawk scans the ground for its prey. The salmon swim upstream undaunted for reasons no one can say. I am all of it. I am none of it. The greatest mystery in all of history, and still so insignificant. A grain of sand in some greater plan, with lungs that breathe and a heart that beats in ways I don't understand. Oh, here I am. Stonehenge is waiting for sunrise, like the dandelions wait for the wind. The pharaohs were buried with secrets that beg to be puzzled again. And me, I am waiting for nothing and everything at the same time. Trying so hard to get somewhere when I've already arrived. I am all of it. I am none of it. The greatest mystery in all of history, and still so insignificant. A grain of sand in some greater plan, with lungs that breathe and a heart that beats in ways I don't understand. Oh, here I am. Oh, here I am. Well, thank you guys so much for coming tonight. We just got a couple more songs. We did the title track from the most recent record. Why don't we do the title track from the one right before it? The one I wrote mostly about California and how much I love it out here. And this song is really about chasing after your dreams. And as you all know, I started chasing this dream a little while ago. Still haven't had a real job. Mostly thanks to the folks that are in this room for cheering me on when I really needed it. So I bet you know this one if you want to sing along. This song is called The Blue. You've heard it a couple times. Sail away into the blue. It's out there waiting. It could be waiting for you. You're only scared of the things that you can't see. Beautiful things you only see in your dreams. It's all a mystery, an untold story, a blank page waiting for a line, a metronome just marking time. And there you stand right at the end, where you're going, where you've been. Only certainty is you and the blue. And the blue. Sail away, oh sail away till you can see. Or the person you used to be. A place where you can't hear what they all say. Oh, and all the pain and the shame of the world fall away. Waiting for a line, a metronome just marking time. And now you stand right at the end, where you're going, where you've been. The only certainty is you and the blue. And the blue. Well, it's grand finale time, guys. Sorry if I didn't make it around to say hi to everyone before the show. I hope you'll come say hi. I'll be over there with some, merchandise that you probably already have a copy of, but, maybe you need some Christmas presents or something. And hopefully by the time I come here next year, I will have a new record with Ranger Doug to bring to you guys. But But one more time, Austin Calendar on the bass, everybody. Ian Nakazawa on the drums. David Mills on the guitar and pedal steel. Thank you so much for being here. And now, a little yodel. 2, 3, 4. Well, in case you haven't heard, I like to sing a little now and then. But then one day my world, it was a change. And I heard a voice sing loud and clear like I had never heard. And I knew that I wanted to sing that way. So many times it was kind of absurd, but I had to glue those sounds into my head. I'm sure I drove my friends insane with my incessant practicing as I sang these words over and basics down, the lows, the lows, the lows. Well, everything just fell right into place. And my voice figured out what to do, skip through the notes with ease. And my fingers on the strings, keep the pace. My first real big yodeling workshop in Chicago in August. If anybody wants to come visit at the Old Town School of Folk Music, iconic place. So I'm already on the path to bring yodeling to Chicago. Might be an uphill battle, but guys, if anybody can do it. Well, now pretty soon all that just got too easy for me. And I had to push myself for something more. And the only way that I can think to make it any harder was just to go faster. Let me Thank you all so much. Come say hello. You guys mean the world to me. Thank you for being here.